Ave Lord Blasphemy, Ave Father Satan, God who invites us to become as gods, Ave Great King Lucifer, God of enlightenment and knowledge, Ave Great Lord Leviathan, the primordial dragon, Ave Great Lord Belial, he who walks between the worlds, Ave Great Lord Mephistopheles, Ave Great Queen Tiamat, Ave Beautiful Queen Lilith, the true Queen of the Night and the true Mother of all demons, Ave Great King Asmodeus, Ave Great King Asmodee, Ave Great Lord Vereen, the Great Healing Demon, Ave Great Lord Volok, Ave Lord Person, Ave King Paimon, Ave King Azazel, Ave Lucifudge Raphael, Ave and hail to every demon and every demoness that's in existence, and Ave and hail to every one of my true brothers and sisters. Hail Satan. Ave Satanis. Yeah, I was thinking about something for the last, I don't know, I've been thinking about it for a while on and off. And I was debating on doing a video about it, but I think that I came to the conclusion that I'm going to. And this video is going to be, I'm actually going to title this video, Fitting in Satanism. That's going to be the title of the video. Because I know a lot of people who, well, I don't know them personally, but I've seen it over the years. A lot of people who do videos, well, no, that's a lie. A lot of people who, in Satanism, especially in Satanism, on the left-hand path in general, now, be it theistic Satanism, spiritual Satanism, traditional Satanism, necromancy, demonolatry, you know, a lot of people try to fit in. And, okay, say things are not, you know, say they don't have very many friends at school. Okay? They don't have very many friends at high school as teenagers. And I'll be the first one to say, being a teenager now is tough. It's not easy. It's not easy being a teenager in high school. You know, it wasn't easy in my day in high school. So I can just imagine what it's like now for the teens. You know, you have your divisions in there. You have your ones that have, or their parents are rotten with money. They think they're up here, okay? And you got your average families here. And then you got your families with you got your students that their families don't have a lot of money, okay? Be it through health, you know, whether their dad is gone, whether their father split, or their mother split and the dad's raising a kid, or the dad split and the mother's raising a kid. Be it they can't find a job, or if they have a job, it's not a very high-paying job, they can just scrape by, you know, paying bills and everything else. And and the kids need somewhere to fit in. Like when they start getting, like, say 17, 18, when they start finding themselves a little bit. Or when they start exploring. When they start exploring a little bit, then they find it hard because they don't fit in with the rich kids. Okay? They don't fit in, really, a lot of them don't fit in with the middle kids. They just fit in with kids around her, you know, with the same problems in life that they got. Be it, you know, young adults, late teenagers, okay? Now, when they get older, like say 18, 19, 20, they want to dabble in the occult. And they want to dabble in the occult because they want to find a place to fit in. Okay? So they start, a lot of them, not all of them, a lot of them start listening to black metal. You know, black metal, death metal, speed metal, thrash metal, what have you. And Once they get into that pretty good, then they start getting into the Satanist side of it. Not all of them, but a lot of them. And then once they strike 18, 19, 20, 18, 19 years old, of course, they want, you know, they want to fit in, really. That's what it boils down to. They really want to fit in. So a lot of them decide they're going to, you know, go on social media, find groups that are Satanists. Satanist groups, be it on Facebook, YouTube, you know, what have you. All the different social media sites. Okay? So they start there, and right off the bat, you know, they ask to join certain groups. They join that groups. They check out the files that are in it. They check out the pictures that are in the groups. They check out the individuals that are in the groups. They check out the pictures, like I said, the files, that PDF files that are in the groups, and they probably save them. Or if they don't save them, they read them. And they decide to become Satanists when they're like, you know, 18, 19, 20 years old. And now, some of them stay as Satanists. Some of them don't. Some of them some of them go deeper into Satanism, into theistic Satanism, spiritual Satanism, you know, traditional Satanism, demonolatry, necromancy, devil worship, basically, which I love that word, because I got no problem admitting I'm a devil. I worship the devil. None. I'm proud of it. I'm very proud of it. And that being said, a lot of people some of them stick around and get into it really deep, get into it the way they should. They, you know, start to pick up material, they learn things, you know, they manage to get ritual items, they manage to get items for their, you know, they build make a little altar, they manage to get altar items up, you know, on their little altar, and eventually they start doing rituals. First ritual they should do, in my opinion, is after they do their research and find out that this is what they truly want in here and here, and if it's their calling. Because if Father Satan is calling you, or one of the demonic is calling, or an ancient god, one of the demons or demoness is calling you, you'll know. Believe you me, I can promise you that right now. I knew at a very young age. Like I was probably called when I was in my mother's womb, to be honest with you. But that being said, womb aside, they learn as time goes on. You know, they grow. You know, the first thing they should do, they should do a renunciation. That's the first step, in my opinion. After you know for sure that you're being called by Father Satan or the demonic, or you got a yearning to learn, like you feel like you need to learn as much as you can about Satanism in general, especially theistic Satanism, spiritual Satanism, demonolatry, or necromancy, or traditional Satanism. They feel the need to, they feel drawn to learn as much as they can. And they want to become, and they feel like they want to become a human sponge. Soak in as much information as you can, which is the proper way to do it. Now, that being said, they also, the first thing they need to do, once they decide they're going to make a full commitment to Father Satan and the King Lucifer, beautiful Queen Lilith, Lord Belial, Lord Leviathan, all of the demonic, the first thing they should do is do a renunciation, okay? And get all the giant crap out of here. That's not easy to do, but, you know, we do it. Get all that garbage out of the back of your mind. Out of your mind. You know, when you do the renunciation ritual, it's done. It's gone. You just got to stay focused on the ball, so to speak, right? You just got to stay focused on Father Satan, King Lucifer, and the demonic. And they will not lead you wrong. I can promise you right now, if you are true to your path, they will not lead you wrong. I can guarantee you that right now, as true as I'm making this video. And that being said, obviously then comes the step of making a commitment to Father Satan and the demonic. You know, do your research. You have to do your research. You really do, in all honesty, you have to. Learn as much as you humanly possibly can about it. Go from book to book to book, website to website to website. You know, and learn as much as you can. And then as you're learning it, you'll get deeper into it. And then eventually you'll need to do your make a commitment to Father Satan and to King Lucifer, Lord Belial, Lord Leviathan, all of the ancient gods. You'll have to. And then once you make a commitment, then you're going to be more of a sponge. You'll soak in as much as you humanly possibly can. And now I'm going to tell you right now, it's not an easy path. It is far from easy. It is very far from easy. It's a very lonely path. I can tell you that right now, especially if you are not involved in a coven, or a satanic coven or demonic coven. If you're not involved in a coven, it is very, very hard and lonely. Believe you me. The area I live in Canada, in Ontario, Canada, the area I live in, I go out on my veranda, and all I see is fucking churches. Every direction. No, well, yeah. No, every direction except for south. I go out there, there's one to the east. A fucking church. Zion Church, obviously. One to the north, one to the southwest. And then the other part. They're everywhere. And to my knowledge, and believe you me, I'm after searching. To my knowledge, I am the only Satanist that's in Georgetown. Now, I know there's kids here, I know there's teenagers here that listen to heavy metal and listen to black metal and death metal and all that, but, you know, they're not Satanists and they're only like teenagers. But, age-wise, like say above 20, I will say that I'm the only Satanist that's in this town. Now, do I wear my pentagram? Do I wear my pentagram necklace? Or pentacle necklace, whatever you want to call it. I call it a pentagram necklace. Because it is. And my ring and whatever else I can. Indeed I do. And I got no problem wearing it out. And I let people see it. On purpose. And I don't care who sees it or what they think of it. Because if they ask me, am I Wiccan? Because they do have a place in Georgetown that sells spiritual items. It's called In Spirit Center. 90% of what they got there is 90% of the crap they sell in there is giant bullshit stuff. Stuff that don't even interest me at all. Obviously, because it's giant bullshit stuff. Well, that being said, giant bullshit stuff aside, I will say this. I'm almost 99% sure that I am the only Satanist that's in this town. Like, not even LeVan, not even atheistic Satanists. Like, nothing. The closest Satanist that I know of to me is Toronto. And that's Maria Ravensoul. And Eleanor Crow was in, I think Eleanor Crow was in Mississauga. But I know Maria's in Toronto somewhere. Where, I have no clue. But I know she lives in the city of Toronto. And now, I know Maria wears her stuff out with pride for Father Satan. And I do with pride. And I will say Maria does, or not Maria, but Eleanor does too, but I'm not sure. I will say she does. Well, that being said, it's not an easy path you're choosing. Or actually, Father Satan chooses you, in my opinion. I believe that, and this is the truth, I've always believed this. I believe that Father Satan and the demonic, our unholy demon guides, choose us. I don't believe we choose them. Now, we might go till we're 30 years of age, or 35, and just go along and just, like, not really bother, but obviously listen to metal and stuff like that. But when we get yanked on so many times, when our chain gets yanked so many times by Father Satan, excuse me, or our unholy demon guide, in my case it's King Asmodeus, we know for sure. There's no ifs, ands, buts, maybes, none of that crap. It is 666% full on. And that's the way I've always been. That's the way I'm always going to be. I can guarantee you that right now. And I'm not going to stop. Not until I got not until I don't have a breath of life in my body. And then I'll be with Father Satan and the demonic, so it doesn't matter. But, that being said, yeah, it is a very lonely path. Especially if you live in the area I live, or even in the country of Canada. Like, because I know in the States, like, you can travel from state to state. Every state there's Satanists in, I'd say, in the States. You know, the bigger the state, the more people, right? The more Satanists. And you could probably hook up with them on Facebook or whatever, or YouTube, or some social media site. You know, and probably have little meetups and stuff like that, right? You know, or get to know a female or whatever, and say you're a male, you get to know a female that's a Satanist, and hope that she is full-blown what she says she is. And not when you meet, after you hook up, find out that, oh, you're not really what you said you were. Because that won't work. Unless she decides to go full bore into it with you. You know, otherwise, no, it's not going to work. Not going to work great. Not going to work out in your favor. But anyway, yeah, it is definitely not an easy path. And it is hard. You'll have your lonely nights, believe you me. But you have to remember something. Lonely nights and all, okay? Lonely nights, lonely days, whatever, aside, remember one thing. You still have Father Satan. Father Satan is always there with you. No matter what you're going through, no matter how hard it is, or how hard you think it is a test that Father Satan, or your unholy demonic guide, or whichever ancient god you're working with, is giving you. They're giving you a test. They're testing you to see how strong in your belief system you really are. Believe you me, I've been there, man. I had tests that I had no clue what was going on. Everything in my life was turning to shit. And I'm not joking, I'm dead serious. And I mean everything. There was nothing that was going right in my life, any way, shape, or form. And I kept going. I kept my faith in Father Satan. I kept my faith in King Asmodeus. I kept my faith in the demonic, beautiful Queen Lilith, Queen Astaroth, Lord Belial, Lord Leviathan, all of them, man. Every demon that I can name. And I kept doing my rituals. I kept thanking Father Satan every night. When I'd go to bed in the night time, I'd lie down on my pillow, and I would talk to Father Satan. I would talk to Queen Lilith. Now, they wouldn't be there physically, but I knew they were there spiritually, because I could feel them there. And they helped me through everything, man. And no matter what trial life throws at you, no matter what bag of shit life throws at you, it doesn't matter what it is, Father Satan will help you through it. All you have to do is truly, 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 and I'm not joking when I say truly, I mean sincerely, 666%, put your this into, and your spirit into it. Body, mind, and soul. And I can promise you right now, you'll come out okay. You'll come out better, actually. Number one, you'll come out better because you learned a lot. And you learn that your faith in Father Satan and the demonic is a lot stronger than you thought it was. Plus, you just built your faith in your beliefs in the demonic and Father Satan and King Lucifer 1,000,000 times stronger. And Father Satan knows you did, because Lord Satan is not, Father Satan, Father God Satan, is not going to give us any more than we can handle, man. Like, yeah, we might shed tears. I've been there. We might shed tears. We might think that everything is turned to crap and there's no way out. Father Satan will fix it. It might take time. It mightn't happen overnight. Like, you mightn't go to bed tonight and wake up tomorrow morning and everything's wonderful. And like I said, it might take time. But it will work out for you. All you have to do is keep positive. Even if everything in the world seems to be going against you. If the way it's working, that if you think you're making one step forward and then you get pushed back a mile, Father Satan is still working in the background, brother, sister. I can promise you right now, I'm not joking. Father Satan, King Lucifer are still working in the background. And they will, and I know for a fact, I'm not just saying it because I'm proof. They will, if you're true and stick to doing your rituals and working with the demonic, it will work out. And if you got to shed tears, like, and I'm not joking, if you have to cry, if you say you're doing a ritual and everything in your life's turned to crap, and you feel like crying, cry. Because you think about it, them tears, that's showing your devotion to Father Satan in ritual. And Father Satan, he'll pay you back, man, no question about it. You'll get rewarded for it. There's no doubt in my mind. And with that a little bit, I'm going to let everybody go. Ave Satanas, Ave Lucifera, Ave Lord Belial, Ave Lord Leviathan, Ave Lord Beelzebub, Ave Queen Tiamat, Ave Beautiful Queen Lilith, Ave Lord King Paimon, Ave Lord King Pazuzu, Ave King Azazel, Ave Queen Astaroth, Ave King Asmodeus, Ave King Asmodee, Ave Lucifud's Raphael, Ave Lord Metastopheles, Ave Lord Dagon, Ave and hail to every demon and every demon that's in existence, and Ave and hail to every one of my true, sinister, 666% brothers and sisters. Hail Satan, brothers and sisters. I'll talk to you next.